Well, it's time for a little BLM roundup, shall we? As you know, one of the prominent speakers that are out there, well, I guess she's the author and the founder of the very factual, very honest, very real recitation of events that founded the greatness that is the United States of America. The 1619 Project author, you know, the lady who thinks that I think America was founded and still profits off of a slaveocracy, something like 400 years or some dumb shit like that. Hopefully she can get a speaking gig that lasts 400 years as well, because she's apparently at some first class events also gets paid $330 a minute for her speeches. Unfucking believable. Nikole Hannah-Jones receives first-class airfare. Well, for high-profile speakers, that's normally the accommodations that are requested. So I'm not gonna hold her up for that. But if she's somebody else who thinks that, oh yes, there should be equitable treatment of everybody else's wealth that's out there. Interesting. Got some questions. But again, first-class airfare, first-class accommodations, that's fine. High-profile speaker, high-profile gig, that's fine. But $330 a minute? Wow, that's awfully impressive. Hopefully you can free several American slaves with that kind of money. United States University of... the State University of New York agreed to pay critical race theorist peddler Nikole Hannah-Jones $50,000 for speaking services. What? In addition to paying for first-class airfare, public records reviewed by Breitbart News revealed the contract signed by both the college at Brockport State University of New York and the Lavin Agency on behalf of Nikole Hannah-Jones specified that the university would be required to pay for Nikole Hannah-Jones' hotel and ground transportation. That's all very common, so again, won't hold that against her. To first-class airfare for the and a sum of 50 fucking grand. Jesus, imagine that. Build an entire career about telling white people how bad they are and then reap the profits of it. I guess the Krusty the Clown, the hair dye doesn't quite pay for itself. Vice President of the University Relations, David Milioff, stated that approximately one half of the cost for Nikole Hannah-Jones was covered by external sponsorship, Brockport student government. Okay. The agreement outlined that Hannah-Jones would give a 30-minute keynote lecture. 50 grand, 30-minute lecture. Participate in an hour-long Q&A session. Oh, okay, cool. So I got 90 minutes of work. And attend a reception for an hour. Oh, okay, cool. So get paid to go for a dinner. Sweet. Offering for a total of 2.5 hours for the services of 50 grand. And even for a Q&A session, which you know all of the answers are going to be slavery, racism, white people are bad, anti-racism. Read my book. That's all she's going to need to say. And it's probably only take like a half dozen curated questions, but whatever. And then, yeah, a reception is going to be catered, so she's going to get paid to eat. It's good work if you can get it, right? Hannah-Jones gave a speech titled Truth, History, and the 1619 Project. I guess not everything in the title needs to, correlate, truth and history and that muddled nonsense, in which she promoted the factually incorrect 1619 Project, a key text in the critical race theory movement. Her speech was a keynote address at Brockport's 2022 diversity conference. Oh, I couldn't think of anything more deserving of being catered with cocktails of the Molotov variety, hosted by the university's Office of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. No, that's diversity, inclusion, and equity, like the acronym. The 2021 Diversity Conference featured a keynote address from Dr. Joy DeGruy, whatever, some piss-stinking cat lady, who gave a speech titled White People's Bad, Post-Traumatic Slavery Syndrome. Ugh. According to the mission statement, SUNY Brockport's State University of New York, Office of Equity, diversity, inclusion, equity. All of this shit is a fucking diversion anyways, instead of addressing the real fucking problems. It's all about more racism and dumb shit like that, so fuck off. Sorry, I can't even be funny anymore. You just have to get to the heart of this shit. That's all this is, okay? These people are profiting off of the theoretical suffering of people. This is what gets fucking muddled up in these idiots' minds. Oh my god, around every corner they're trying to lynch black people and they're just gonna start killing Mexicans by tossing them over the border wall with a fucking noose around their neck or whatever other dumb shit shit that's out there. And maybe, sometimes they'll target Asians, unless, of course, they're trying to get into Harvard. Then they're white people. But then sometimes Asians are our pet projects until, hey, something else comes along. Then don't worry about it. Stop Asian Hate's fine, only on days. They kind of get joint custody of Asians. That's kind of what they're at this point. But she is just patently, obviously profiting off of this divisive nonsense, okay? She's not the only one a part of this movement who is doing the exact same stuff. You got BLM's co-founder, this fucking abomination of a human being, Patrisse, who is an affront to that fucking name, rest in peace, Patrisse O'Neill. Patrisse Cullors admits using the $6 million mansion for parties. Wow, I'm glad you at least admitted it. It wasn't like it was so fucking patently obvious, but we're glad you made the admission. BLM co-founder Patrisse Cullors has admitted to throwing 2 parties. Just 2? Oh, I bet that there's probably more. You admit to 2. 20? 30? How many? Come on. It's a $6 million Los Angeles mansion. Okay, you think just 2 parties happen? Let's get out of here. Despite previously suggesting that she'd never use the property for personal gain. No, it's supposed to be a healing resort for the disaffected black people, or whatever the fuck she's trying to peddle. What an idiot. A 38-year-old. That bitch is 38? Wow. Normally the sentiment is black don't crack, but she looks horrible for 38. On Monday, oh yes, she told the Associated Press on Monday, so this past Monday, that she hosted her son's birthday party and a gathering to celebrate President Biden's inauguration at the 6-bedroom property early last year. Wait, what? Oh, okay, no, she made the admission on Monday and she hosted a birthday party. And yes, it's just merely a celebration of President Biden's inauguration. Well, hey, at least somebody was celebrating that. It's not like anybody tuned in for it. BLM faced a torrent of criticism and backlash last month. It has publicly emerged that the organization had secretly purchased the LA mansion, which boasts a home with 6 bedrooms and bathrooms, a swimming pool, a soundstage, and an office space back in 2020. Oh, weird. It was a good year to be a grifter. At the time, Cullors said the property was purchased by BLM to serve as a meeting venue in campus and part-time party residents. She also issued a statement denying suggestions that she lived at the property or taken advantage of it for personal gain. Yeah, no, sure. But Cullors, who resigned from BLM's executive director a year ago after spending 6 years at the helm, said that she used the property twice for events that weren't business related, as well as clinking glasses of champagne to toast the fact that I don't actually remember really, because they posted a really shitty YouTube video. At least the audio was shitty. The 3 people that were around there were of debatable quality themselves, but they were celebrating something. Congratulations, we pulled the wool over how many different liberal white women's eyes. Congratulations, cool. Our grift remains strong. Till you got pictures of this place leaking out, right? Because yeah, no, we got the outside, right? And it's like, you can see why she needed to buy such a lavish and large home. There's the entire grounds, obviously. There's the home right there, and then there's the backyard with the sound stage, with the guest room as well, with the pool. The pool, probably for her safety, it wasn't full or anything like that. Not for the fact that she can't swim. It's just, you know what, hey, probably got her blowhole tattooed or pierced. There's an artist's rendition with all the palm trees in the back, and it looks like a very lovely place, okay? And there's the inside. There's the kitchen and one of the many living rooms and the dining room that's just off of it as well. And isn't that wonderful? And that's where all of these women, only on 2 occasions. Nope, just 2 occasions. No more, no less. Just 2 occasions, 2 celebrations that happened there. In the place that was supposed to be bought for the healing and meetings for Black Lives Matter, because you couldn't do that in the squalor or just in, you know, like the conference room of a Holiday Inn. It needed to be done in Southern California in a $6 million mansion bought by a company or an organization that has severe problems with, you know, transparent cash flow. Yeah, nothing fucked up about that at all whatsoever. So yeah, that'll about do it for this week in BLM shenanigans. They're still grifters, and they're still on the take. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.